Okay, lesson 2 is LCM and GCF. So this stands for lowest common multiple, and GCF stands for greatest common factor. Okay, so you need to know what is a multiple and what is a factor. So let's take example 20. Multiples would be 20, 40, 60, 80, etc. That's what a multiple is. And factors would be 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5. Those are factors. Okay, so you understand the difference. Okay, some other background information you need to know for this lesson is a prime number. So it's divisible by itself and 1. Nothing else. So what are the prime numbers? 2 is prime because it can only be divided by 2 and 1. 3 because it's only 1 times 3 to get it. 4 is not because 4 has 1 and 4 and 2 and 2, so therefore it's not prime. 5, 7, 9 is not because it's got 3 and 3. 11, 13, so all the evens besides 2 don't work. And then 15 doesn't, right, because it's got 3 and 5. 17, 19, 23, those would be examples of prime numbers. Okay? Okay, so here's the first example. 35 and 49. Okay, so what we're going to do is break them down into prime numbers. So I can say that the factors of 35 are 5 and 7, and 5 and 7 don't break down any further. 49, how can I break 49 down? I could do 7 times 7. Okay, so now I circle what's common. So they both have a 7 in it. So their greatest common factor is 7. Okay, that's a factor that's common between them. And the lowest common multiple. So here's how you do it. So you do common times leftover. So they had a 7 in common. And then what else do we have? We had a 5 and another 7. Okay, so then you just go to your calculator, or we could try it in heads, whatever, and you get 245. So that's the lowest common multiple. Okay, so 98 and 126. Here's another example. So breaking it down, 2 times 49, and then 49 could break down into 7 times 7. So altogether, this is 2 times 7 times 7. Okay? And then 126, 2 times 63 gets me there. 63 could be 3 times 21. 21 could be 3 times 7. And then I can't go any further. I'm all primes. So 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. Okay, so what do they have in common? They both have a 2. They both have a 7. So the greatest common factor is that they both have a 2 and a 7. So greatest common factor is 14. Lowest common multiple. So the overlap for the common, okay, and times the leftover. So what else do I have? A 7, a 3, and a 3. So 882 is the lowest common multiple. Okay, 120 and 616. So that's 2 times 60. 60 is 2 times 30. 2 times 15. 3 and 5. Okay, and I think I'm done breaking down. Can't go any further. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Okay, 616. 2 times 308. 2 times 154. 2 times 77. 77, not divisible by 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. And then that is all prime numbers. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 7 times 11. Okay, what do they have in common? 2, 2, 2. And that's it. So lowest or greatest common factor I'll do first is 2 times 2 times 2. So they both have and they're both divisible by 8. And the lowest common multiple would be, what do they have in common? So they have an 8 in common times the leftover, 3, 5, 7, 11. So 9,240 is the lowest common multiple. Okay. I will give you some more examples. What have I given you here? Okay, 135 and 693. Okay, when you start to break down, that's divisible by 3. That's divisible by 3, and that's divisible by 3. 3 times 3 times 3 times 5. Okay, 693, that is divisible by 3. And you can see my breakdown. So 3 times 3 times 7 times 11. Okay, so what do they have in common? That, and that's it. So the greatest common factor should be 9, because they have a 3 and a 3. And the lowest common multiple is that 9 times the leftover stuff. Okay, so that is 10,395.